So I would say that having a diverse and inclusive organisation is absolutely fundamental to delivery of your business objectives. Everybody needs to understand their own unique business case, and then the other thing I would say is that you need everybody on board in order to deliver this. That perhaps traditionally there might have been a view that the role or the responsibility for delivering diversity and inclusion in an organisation sat with the diversity and inclusion team within HR, whereas actually if you don't have everybody in your organisation understanding what you're doing and why and all pulling in the same direction, you're not going to make progress. We all have a part to play in making our organisations more diverse and inclusive, and I think as HR professionals, whatever it is that we're delivering as our day job, we need to make it our business to understand the levers that we have at our disposal to make our organisations more diverse and inclusive, and also what are the particular barriers and challenges that are faced by in our area of work in terms of diversity and inclusion. So are you struggling to support a business area as an HR business partner, for example, in making them more inclusive and representative? Are the challenges that you're helping support the business on, do they relate to engagement or perceptions of bullying and harassment? There is a responsibility on each of us as HR professionals to make sure that we understand what our part is and how we play that. What people can do to develop their personal impact on D&I, first and foremost, I would say that you need to develop your ability to be a reflective learner. So reflecting on your own behaviours, on the impact that you have on those around you, because it's all very well delivering the right messages and saying the right things, but what people really notice and pay attention to is your behaviours. And as HR professionals, we need to ensure that we are acting the behaviours that we want to see in others, and understanding that congruence is something which is really important to those who are around us. So if you're in an organisation which is just starting to think about your diversity and inclusion strategy and approach, you need to start with the data. You need to understand who you have in the organisation, and you need to understand how they feel about working there. And until you have those things, you don't know what problems you're trying to fix. But I would also say, because sometimes that can feel like an insurmountable barrier, particularly where you've got kind of patchy HR systems or people aren't feeling necessarily confident to share their diversity data with you, that you don't need to let it stop you from making a start, because there is a huge amount of evidence out there. You will likely be able to find an organisation with which you are comparable, and the chances are that if somebody in the same sector of you is experiencing a particular set of problems, you're likely to be experiencing them too. So get the data, because that's what allows you to really start to get into the root barriers and causes of unequal outcomes, but don't let it be the thing that gets in the way of making a start.